Hello, I'm just setting up, waiting for a minute. So, just a few moments. And then I am there. Let's have a look. If it all works and if it is all set up right. Got to put my light on. I was really prepared today. Not really. I'll be starting in a moment. Just have to take a piece of white paper and it will be better. I'm going to use today for my flower a day. I will be using this Julia Woning stencil, the flower stencil, and I will be using the gelatos. Where is my... Yes. Hi! I can't see who's watching, but nice of you to join. It won't be a long one today. And I'm going to use the stencil and the gelatos. I'm just going to put the gelatos on my mat. Just over here, just a little bit over there. And I will be using a wet wipey and go over it like that. Like this. Going to add some more yellow. Just put my finger, the wet wipe over my finger and just go over the stencil. And the orange. And I'm using this stencil tonight. And also, it isn't a flower, but the stencil is a flower. These are flowers. Hi Lisa. Hi Sarah Jane. Yes, it's a real nice stencil. It's from Julia Woning. That's the Dutch designer where I am in her team from Pronti Crafts. And she is a wonderful, she can really draw really nice real pictures of people and animals, and they are great. But she also brings out once in 3 months new stencils and foam stamps. So I'm just gonna tilt it off. Yes, that's good. I'm just going to let this dry. And tonight I'm just going to add my lovely Poodle Doodle from Terry Richardson from Stamp Boutique. I really love this one. It's funky and also just a little bit real. I already cut it out. So I'm going to spare your time by just having it done already. Oh, I didn't clean my stamp. That's why I don't know, was in a hurry today or something. So I'm going to use the Poodle Doodle, and also I'm going to color that with the gelatos. Where is my other? I'm going to use the pink because I love the pink poodle, sorry. Just making it a little bit wet. And Stamprotique has also funky and funny creatures, and yeah, I also love Stamprotique with their beautiful funky stamps. And they got a lot of phrases and well, everything, background stamps or whatever. And now normally they would be on wood, but now you can buy them without. Just let me see. Oh, the stamp I used earlier this week. Yep, here it is. The stamp I used earlier this week, the flower, this one. They also come now just without the wood, so the shipping will be less costful. So it can be easily shipped. They cost as much as a normal wooden stamp, but they have to come from, I thought, America, so to ship them to Europe it is expensive, and so they decided to sell them without the wood, but they are as cost-wise as a normal wooden one. So you can choose which one you like to buy, and for me it's better to buy them without the wood because the shipping would be very, very costful to do, priceful, or how you say it in English. Sometimes I have to think how it is called in English, because you know I'm Dutch, and well, let's see, her body. I'm going to use, oh really, you don't use them? Yeah, I don't. I do have some other wooden stamps, but I don't use them as much as the Stamprotique stamps. And first I just put them on display everywhere, but now I got a nice box, and they fit in really nice, just as the foam stamps I have from Julia Woning. They'll be going in a, let's have a look. Oh, I got a smaller one. These boxes, and then they just fit in real nice. The height is good, and so I can see exactly what I have. On the side I just put down the name of the stamp maker or designer, and when I have a lot of a designer, and then I put them on in my cabinet here where I work on. The cabinet here is in my living room. We got no other room in the house spare for me to have as a craft room, so I always sit in my living room. And I said to my son, when are you going to leave the house? And then he looks stupid at me And he says, no, Mom, I won't leave as soon as you think. And I say, yes, I want a craft room. He says, no, I'm not gonna leave. So I think that will be for a long time before he leaves. I'm just going to add some little more pink with the Art by Marlene watercolor paint. So she's going to pop out a bit of the paper, the little flower paper background. I hope you all had a nice day. I had a good one because, well, yeah, I had a good one because the kids cooked for me. My hubby is at work. He's working the evening shift, so he won't be at home at 11:30. So it was nice that the kids cooked for me. But now I have to clean the kitchen. That's always a little thing. So, I hope you can follow me. Hi. I always hate it that I can't see every reaction, because my telephone is up there from where you are watching. So that is not so nice, but okay. Look, there she is, the poodle doodle. Okay, just clean this up, or else I will go through it with my stamp or background, and then it won't be okay. Oh, the lovely poodle doodle. She's just a character on herself. What I am going to add here, just again, I want something funny. I'm just looking through my boxes. You see, this is my box, one of the boxes. Let's have a look. Well, when your heart speaks, take good notes. Oh, I think that is a good one. That is one of the boxes I have filled with stamps. They fit in perfectly. Oh, well, I think someone is gone. I think my poodle doodle is gone. Well, okay. Can someone tell me where she is? That is so stupid. Do you have those days that you can... Thank you. I just lost my poodle doodle. That's really weird. No. Okay, now I am really... This is so stupid. Don't laugh at me. Well, really... No, I feel like such a fool. I really feel like a fool. I really actually lost my stamp that I colored just in a minute. Oh my god, I can't use it right now. Yes, I looked under the box. It isn't there. It's so weird. Well, this is so dumb. it isn't on the floor. I'm sorry. This is the stupidest thing. Okay. Well, I'm going to bore you again. This is really dumb. Okay, so I'm going to use the Poodle Doodle. No, it isn't anywhere on my clothes. That's really dumb. It isn't in the box, it isn't in the cabinet or... Oh, really? I feel so dumb. This is really... That's the same thing as you have with when you have keys. You come at home and you put your keys somewhere. Then you walk away. You want to take the keys again to go somewhere with your car. And you just lost your keys. Well, this is the same thing. But I will do it like this. Well, you can see my cutting skills. I didn't want to bore you with my cutting, so, well, and now, because normally I try to cut it right along the edges, I'm just going to leave an edge, and I really don't mind that. I do that often, but sometimes when I am alone and cutting things and stamps, I just challenge myself to cut it really nice along the edges. So I think that's why I love dies who fit perfectly around stamps, and then they cut it perfectly out, because I always want to get these middle parts out. I like that because you can, it gives a more of a dimension when you cut these between pieces between the legs or arms or anything from a figurine who you are stamping. It gives a little bit of a dimension on the card. But okay, almost. I'm just going to shoot. Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to show you. Well, if it's like this, I don't mind it. I do it often, but sometimes I'm using my knife and cut the inner pieces out. I don't know if you can see it, how low my camera is. And the worst thing that can happen when you do this with these knives, that you slip with your knife and cut off one leg or just a piece that is essential to a stamp. That is something what happens sometime, and I hope it doesn't happen now. Well, this goes smoothly. I had a feeling today that it would be like this. I don't know why, but you see, this is, I think this is nicer. And I am going to color her again. For the people who didn't join earlier, I lost my colored stamp. So I'm just going to start off again. Well, this doesn't take too long it's always quickly done. And also the cards that I am making this week, I will be donating them tomorrow to a elderly home for people who can't see their loved ones because of the restrictions. So I'm going to take them over there and they will spread them and give them to the elderly people who can't leave their homes and can't see their loved ones. So that's always also a good purpose for making the flower a day. And that's my girl throwing something upstairs on the ground. Have your tea. We'll see you tomorrow, Sarah Jane. Nice of you to watch. Bye bye. So this is my doggy. One moment. And I'm going to touch up and give her another color for the rest of her body. It's a show poodle, so they used to color. Dankjewel, honey. Wat leuk dat je er bent. The show poodles, they used to color them sometimes and cut them in this way. I had an old colleague of mine who was having such show poodles, and his wife did cut and make them look nice. They didn't color them, but I know it was a period that they would do that. Some other people, I mean, for shows and special shows. So I think this is funny to have a pink poodle doodle. So, almost. Well, I did catch up nice. And you'll see when I put off the camera, when I'm done with my live, I will find instantly the poodle doodle I did color before. Well, then I can make another card, so that won't be such a problem. Okay, again, I got the poodle doodle. It's done. I'm going to put it on the background and take this one. When your heart speaks, take good notes. Oh. And this one is also one of Stampotique. It's from France Papillon. Papillon in French. So, and the poodle doodle is also from Stampotique. Today it's Stampotique Day. Just going to stamp this. Ta-da-da-da. When your heart speaks, take good notes. I'm just going to blow dry it, so I feel like I'm using this VersaFine Clair, but it doesn't dry that quickly. So sometimes I just make everything black. And that's not because I don't always instantly clean my stamp, but when I want to cut it, it's just yeah, sometimes a really messy thing, and I don't like that when I stamp a text. I'm just going to wing it around. Whoop. Oh, yeah, my hands are black already, so going to add some light color to this. Let's have a look. Pom pom pom. Pom pom. Yes, what will I do? Oh, got it. Add a little bit of gelatos and my cloth again. It's still wet, so just going to let those words pop out like that. I think so. I'm just gonna dab it and not smear it over. Oop. Let's have a look. I think it needs something else on the edge. The gelatos are versatile. You can use them in so many ways. You can use them for backgrounds, or I sometimes color with it, like you saw earlier. And you can use them really good for nice background. See, it gives a nice color, and you got a lot of colors from that. When your heart speaks, take good notes. Yeah, I'm just going to do this because I want the edge of the card to have just a little bit of a thank you, Lisa. Well, I use everything. My fingers, dabbers, wet cloths, painting brushes. I don't know. Just depends on how I feel and what I want to use. I think, yes, that's better. Where are... Let's have a look. No. I use these again. So on the back of, and I'm just going to add next to this a few splatters, because I really, that gives just a little bit of extra. I'm going to show you in a minute when I stick this on here. Yes, and also this. Now. And I hope when I send these cards to the elderly people that they feel a little bit better. It's just a little, yeah. I can't do not much. I can't do anything else. So that is the thing I can do. Going to get my acrylic sprays, but let's have a look. Pink, blue. I always shake them. Yeah, I think so too. Just, yeah. And I hope it doesn't take too long for them. I'm just going to use the acrylic spray and taking the cap off and just putting those splatters over there, anywhere. Not too much on the sentence, that is on there. You can spray, get it on the Poodle Doodle. I did it earlier with other pictures and stamps. Just splatter a little bit on here. This is a really nice color, the pink. Oh, not too much. You can also use your splatter brush, but with these paints I don't really have to. It gives another another effect when you use the brush, but this is nice too. It makes it feel like a carnival. I think just get another paint. Yeah, pom pom. Green. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's have a look. Just a little bit of green on the nose, I see, but that's not a problem. Wiping it off. Uh-oh, he sneezed. Well, the Poodle Doodle can sneeze. So, now that is done. I think, one moment, I'll turn over the paper so you can see it good. Yeah, you need to splatter more, but I really love your designs and your cards and everything that you are making. You've got such a lovely style, Lisa, and all the other people. Well, I love to look at art, so, and we learn every day. Thank you. And I think I will leave it at this, and I'm going to let this dry, and I'll be back tomorrow somewhere when I find the time and the rest here in the room. So I thank you for watching and hope to see you tomorrow someday or some other day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.